Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I have been asked to put together a factory for getting the absolute most amount of plastic out of a pure oil node. So that is what we're going to do today. And the interesting thing about the plastic and the oil nodes is that it's actually reasonably simple math for plastic specifically, at least with the basic recipe. So when I take a look here, if I go to select recipe, you'll see I have two different recipes for plastic. One is a residual uh, rubber, a residual plastic, and that requires polymer resin, which is a byproduct of another process, and water. I'm not going to be doing that one because I was asked to make it out of crude oil. So if I take a look at this, you'll see that one single 100% speed refinery is going to take in 30 crude oil per minute and output 20 plastic per minute and 10 heavy oil residue per minute. Now, there's a couple of things that go on with this. First of all, a pure node is going to start at 240 cubic meters of crude oil per minute. So right off the bat, if you're using a pure oil node and you want to, let me just get rid of that for a second, and you want to use piping, well, you have to use piping, there are really only two types of pipes that you can use. You can use a Mark 1 pipe, and if you look here, you'll see a Mark 1 pipe will transport a maximum of 300 cubic meters per minute of fluid. A Mark 1 pipe will only transport the full amount of oil from a completely upgraded oil extractor. If you start putting in your power shards, right, you can put in 1, 2, or 3 power shards. One power shard will take you from 240 to 360 cubic meters of oil per minute. You'll see that that's already too much for the Mark 1 pipe. 2 shards will take you to 480, and 3 power shards will take you to 600 cubic meters per minute. 600 cubic meters per minute is the maximum that a Mark II pipeline will allow you to put through. So if you're going to do a fully upgraded pure oil node to anything, you have to have Mark II pipelines. Okay? So, and then from there, as I said before, it is simple math. So, at 30 oil per minute, if you want to go to 240, so that's an unupgraded oil extractor, you're talking 8. You need 8 refineries to take in the full 8 unupgraded refineries, okay? The math will get a little bit more wonky if you start putting in your power shards, right? Because you can go from 100% being 20 per minute up to 250%. So that is, what is that? That's 40, that'll be 50 per minute coming in. So the math will get a little bit harder if you do it that way. So I'm just going to do a straight set of refineries. It's actually cheaper to do a straight set of refineries. I would, if I were you, I would caution you, always save your power shards for extractors of one kind or another, because power shards are a little bit more difficult to get. You can see I've got a few actually here, I think. But they are actually reasonably difficult to get. So I always put them on my extractors so I get more raw resources coming out And then it's a lot easier for me to put in, more refineries or more constructors or more foundries or whatever it is that I need to put in. Space, I've set my system up so that space isn't really that much of a problem to me. I've got a lot of extra space available to me here. With 30 oil per minute, if you use 8 of those, you're going to get 240. You're going to be using 240 oil per minute. And then you can go to 360, and I didn't do the math here. 360 is, what's that? 12. So you're going to need 12 to go to 360. To go to 480, you're going to need 16. And to go to 600 oil per minute, you're going to need 20 refineries. And it's that simple. All right, but then once you get that, and you'll have the plastic being made then. But the complicating factor now is the output of 10 heavy oil residue per minute. And in order to take care of the heavy oil residue, what you're going to need to do is refine that heavy oil residue. You see, one refinery will actually take in 60 heavy oil residue per minute. So if you're using 20 refineries, 20 refineries is going to be outputting 200 heavy oil residue per minute. So in order to take in 200 heavy oil residue per minute, you're going to need 4 refineries. Now, that 4 refineries will take in more than 60 per minute, but who cares, right? You take in more than you need, and that means that your plastic production is never going to slow down. So you'll be getting your max out of that. And then from that heavy oil residue, that's going to be generating 40 cubic meters of fuel per minute, or actually, I guess it's 40 times 4 cubic meters per minute. I don't know. I think it's 40 per minute. It's 40 cubic meters of fuel per minute. And that will then allow you to pump that out from all of those into more fuel generators. So your fuel generators are going to take in, I can't remember exactly how much they take in. I'll look it up while I'm building this, and then I'll get back to you. So give me a second to build this, and I'll come back to you and show you what it looks like. And that dramatic pause brought to you by the fact that I couldn't tell if I had turned it back on or not. Okay, we're back. So this is the layout for 100% production from a fully boosted pure oil node. So you're going to be getting 600 plastic per minute coming out of this pure oil node. Now, that's not all you're going to get. Okay, so the 600 plastic per minute. Did I get that wrong? So it might be 400 plastic per minute. Yeah, sorry, it's 400 plastic per minute. I'll have to change my sign. It's 400 plastic per minute. You're taking in 600 crude oil per minute. You're getting out 400 plastic per minute. Okay, nice boy. Tries hard. Kind of slow. Apparently I can't do math. So 400 plastic per minute. But with that 400 plastic per minute, you're also bringing out 200 heavy oil residue per minute. Now that heavy oil residue per minute is going to go into 4 more refineries, and that is going to output 100 fuel per minute. And that 100 fuel per minute is going to go into your fuel power generators, which will actually generate 2,000 megawatts of electricity for you. Now, it is important to make sure that you are fully utilizing all of the byproduct, which is, in this case, your heavy oil residue. Because if you're not fully utilizing the heavy oil residue, that is going to stop, or at least slow down, your plastic production. And if you're not fully utilizing the fuel as it comes out and burning that for your power, then that is also going to slow down your plastic production. So here, let's we can do this together. So it's not 600 plastic per minute, it is 400 plastic per minute. There we go. And that will be the screenshot. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for the question. I appreciate it. This is the simplest method to completely utilize one pure oil node to its maximum capacity to get 400 plastic per minute and 2,000 megawatts of electricity. So, please, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any more questions, leave them down below. And with that, thank you very much. Bye, guys.